A beautiful Sunday afternoon, Quillen Field, Busch Stadium at the Averett Express Baseball Complex. The conditions, what we hope, right for some dingers. It's the third annual Tennessee Tech Baseball Home Run Derby and the largest fundraising event for Tennessee Tech baseball. I'm Dylan Lozano. We are delighted to be joined by Steve Smith, head coach of the Golden Eagle baseball team. Of course, if you're talking Tech baseball, you got to start from the top. So, Coach, great to have you on board the broadcast. You ready to see some home runs today?
Thanks, Dylan. This is a first time for me, obviously, to kind of render commentary on a home run derby, but and as dangerous as it might be for all these guys and maybe any others that know me well, I will do my best to be informative and not quite as provocative maybe as I might be.
Hey, I like it, all right? You know, and as a former pitcher, is this just kind of a nightmare scenario for you to see all these home runs? You're looking forward to it?
You know, as a pitcher, no, this doesn't bother me at all. The thing I always wanted as a pitcher was hitters that would score runs. I really was not that concerned about giving up runs. I was more concerned about not getting any. And one of the things I've come to believe here, and I've said this to a number of the guys that that we've been recruiting, is I don't think you're ever going to lose a 2-1 game here. And all of us that have pitched have had that happen, and most of us have had it happen multiple times. And so to me, the beauty of pitching here is the fact that you've got an offense, you're going to score some runs. So your job is really just to outpitch the other guy. And that's a challenge I think anybody should be willing to take.
Well, the conditions are prime today. It is a gorgeous, about 80-degree afternoon. The wind has been kind of on again, off again, as we know here at Busch Stadium. When the wind is blowing out, this ballpark can definitely play rather small. Well, this is a fundraising event, so let's see, hey, how can you donate to the Tennessee Tech baseball program today? Of course, going to TTUsports.com. Number of options here how you can mail a check. If you go to TTUsports.com and under the donation tab, that's an option as well. You see the fundraising goal of $40,000. How about that code though right there? If you take out your cell phone, as we have seen so much now in the era of social distancing, you go to restaurants and things like that, if you scan that code, it will take you directly to TTUsports.com, directly to the area where you can donate to the Golden Eagle baseball program. Everything here goes to Tennessee Tech baseball. All proceeds for what, again, is the largest fundraising event for Tennessee Tech baseball. Went through how to donate. Let's take a look at how the rules will work. There's a purple team. There's a gold team. There are 19 players for each team, so we are going to have the opportunity to see a lot of players swing the bat. Timing is the name of the game. Of course, just like the Major League Baseball Home Run Derby, 90 seconds per player in the first round. In the second round, the top three advance from the gold team, top three advance from the purple team. You'll get 2 minutes in the second round, and then in the final round, top two players will advance 2 minutes as well. There is a chance, though, for a 30-second timeout. So those are the rules. We told you how to donate. Let's take a quick look at the lineup with the purple team going first. We'll examine that. Johnny Hickman. Coach, he'll start us off. You look at that lineup right there. Anybody jump out to you for the purple team?
I think Theo Bryant, when he gets up there, and Brett Roberts, they'll be fourth and fifth in the order they've given us. But like you said, and my counsel to these guys today, to some of them it was have fun and put on a big show. But to several of them it was don't hurt your back. All right.
Makes sense.
Especially some of these pitchers because they get real amped up. And then to some of them, like Hickman and Shahidi, the 1 and 2 that are coming up, I told them it'd be fine if they want to take a running start, but they might want to get something they can pull also.
Well, I think they're waiting on us just about now, so we're going to give them the thumbs up. Let's play ball. Home Run Derbies. We see the rest of the purple team order right there. We're going to be starting with Johnny Hickman.
Looks like Johnny wants to make sure everybody can see him today. No hat, no helmet.
Remember, 90 seconds, see as many home runs as you can. He is a junior out of Ringgold, Georgia, both an infielder as pitcher as well. 5'11", 180 pounds. Mitchell Wright, one of the Golden Eagle assistant coaches. It'll also be Blake Beck. Those are the two batting practice pitchers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate they're not getting a hit off me today. I think I'd help some of these guys. These left-handers for these rights are going to be hard to. They're going to have to work to get around the ball. Johnny's doing a nice job right now, just staying inside the ball and kind of being who he is. Home run derbies probably don't fit his makeup or his swing very well.
You see the wind is starting to whip a little bit. He goes opposite field right here, trying to take a shot at the 329 sign down the right field line. See Hickman, and he's on the board. Johnny Hickman goes yard. Just misses on that one. Imagine 90 seconds and the wheels turning and everything that nature. Not a whole lot of time to work with. Got the 10-second countdown right here.
Johnny Hickman.
Also, as you see, there'll be a running total for the team as well. So Johnny Hickman hits one out of the yard, so it's one home run for the purple team. One for Johnny Hickman. And the purple team going.
Yep.
Tynan Shahidi up now. He's going back-to-back purple right here. Again, that seems to be the spot if you can get it to carry out in right center. As Coach, you saw a lot last year. It's usually an opportunistic situation.
Well, again, Tynan's not he's not going to hit a lot of home runs, and having hit off the left again. If some of these smaller guys are going to hit one, it's probably going to be to right field.
Home run goal for Shahidi was 5. As a number of the players did have an opportunity to write down what their goal would be for this. He's a sophomore, an outfielder, 5'9", 175 pounds. Sprays at the opposite field there. The one home run, Johnny Hickman. There's a fun fact for Tynan. He says he can't whistle. It's got to be tough. Yeah, you'll see a number of these fun facts today.
I think these guys will find out what a cardio workout swings can be in a minute and a half.
And so Shahidi unable to connect for one. It's going to bring up Elijah Brooks. A lefty-lefty battle here. Football and baseball player in high school, Brooks, out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Brooks taking a shot deep out to center, and it clears the fence. Home run, Elijah Brooks. Starting to get it in a groove. Brooks will touch them all again. All over the yard. Makes a shot at some opposite field power, but Brooks connecting. Did get some at-bats last year. Of course, the shortened season would go 4 for 16, drove in a run at NC State. Coach, chance last year, of course, to see Elijah Brooks play.
You know, yes, last year seems like 2 years ago now. And, you know, we got through 15 games, majority of them on the road. So a lot of I don't have a lot of game experience here in terms of seeing balls carry. It was really early in the year, obviously. The fall has been the best picture for me of kind of these players and the ones that are back from last year. And the fall has been good. It's been largely uninterrupted. You know, we've dealt with a few guys that were – we've only had maybe 2 or 3 that tested positive at any point in time, but we've had others that have been out for trace contact and stuff like that. But we've been pretty fortunate. You got Theo O'Brien up there now.
Yeah, Theo O'Brien is one of your players beforehand, so they definitely keep a keen eye on him.
Yeah, Theo's a really talented guy. He was a true freshman last year. Obviously, with the NCAA giving everybody their year back, he remains a freshman, but he's a second-year guy. He's swinging today for the first time in maybe 10 days or so. He's been coming off of having to be quarantined for a trace contact. He didn't test positive. So this is that ball will get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
It may take him a little while to get going.
That's his second one as he went out to right center just a few pitches prior. So I got under that one. Seen a lot of these righties try to go out to right center so far in the early going. On deck, Brett Roberts for the purple team. See the numbers right there. If he can keep it fair, does twist foul though. And 90 seconds does go pretty quick, as you made mention earlier, Coach, the fact that it's going to be a little bit of a workout for each of these guys.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's 80 degrees out here today. And I don't know many of us want to sit here and watch these guys try to hit balls out for 3 hours. So we'll keep it moving.
Now batting for the purple team.
So now Brett Roberts, who again in the abbreviated season last year, started all 15 games at shortstop, the Golden Eagle leadoff hitter. Did hit 4 home runs in just those 15 games.
Yeah, Brett's got he's got a really good bat. I mean, that's he can really run. He can swing the bat. Maybe a little ways to go defensively in the infield, but the tools are all there. And you know, his bat is he's gonna play the game for a long time because of his bat.
Going dead center, Roberts, and that one is gone.
You ought to get 2 for that one.
All right, going off the batter's eye out there.
He went over it.
Went over it.
Yeah, he cleared it.
Yeah, we should get that. Should be 2, if not 3. So Roberts on the board. He drills this one. Roberts doubling up his total. Starting to get into a groove for Roberts. 3 home runs out of him.
We've got our Rapsodo going down there. I'd be curious to see what a couple of his have been distance-wise.
Again, going dead center, and Roberts another one. He's definitely right now the leader. Can he squeeze this one out? Does clear. The 10-second countdown right now is Roberts. This one in the air, deep out to left. He's got another one.
What's he at?
Should be at 6 right now for Roberts. They will call it right there. And Brett Roberts with 6 home runs. Jumps the count for the purple team up to 9.
Now batting for the purple team, Gulstan.
Check that, 5 home runs for Brett Roberts. Got ahead of myself. He was hitting so many of them out. Here's Gulstan Gillespie. Freshman, a switch hitter, so he's going to bat right-handed here.
Gulston's been out for quite a bit of the fall. Gulston is, your stuff's wrong on him. He's not a freshman. Gulston is I guess Gulstan would be a fourth year. You know, it's hard to say now with everybody getting years back, but I think he's a fourth year sophomore. Started out at Ole Miss, there for a year, then went to Wallace Dothan Junior College. That ball's gone. He's missed about the last 3 weeks or so of the fall with some back stuff. It's a little. I'm a little apprehensive about him even doing this today, and he's only going to do it right-handed. He's actually a switch hitter.
And he's got 3 home runs already.
Yeah, Gulstan's got a chance to help us with his bat. First baseman, left fielder, has caught a lot in his career, but that's probably not what he'll do here.
That one's got a shot out to left center and gone. Number 4 for Gulstan Gillespie.
I mean, you got to know he's really having fun today because he just hadn't been out there very much. As beautiful a day as this is, nobody wants to be sitting on the sideline.
Crushes that one. That's the cherry on top for his 5th home run, Gillespie. So that ties him with Brett Roberts for the most so far on the purple side of the equation.
Who was that?
Gillespie, a 390-foot home run, which was his longest. Really saw him starting to get into a groove as it went on. So 5 home runs out of him, 5 home runs for Brett Roberts. It's going to bring Gavin Johns up.
Gavin came to us after the summer. He broke his thumb right towards the end of the summer in a game. He's a Southern California guy, so he was playing. Broke his thumb on a slide, had to have some surgery, so he's now cleared, and he just started like going full speed maybe in the last week. But he's been in the practices we've had. He's looked really good. He's been swinging the bat well. Again, this is he's benefiting from the NCAA's granting of another year. Gavin's already in graduate school. Last year was his senior year, but he's chosen to try to play another year, and we're certainly glad he's doing it.
Yeah, the transfer from UCLA started his career at Yavapai College out in Prescott, Arizona. Played all over the diamond, a couple of years with the Golden Eagles. Coach, I know one of the leaders, at least last year, for this Tech team.
Yeah, Gavin's he's really a grown man. He's a very mature guy, very disciplined, loves his teammates. And as you mentioned, from Yavapai, which is in Prescott, Arizona, he's used to playing in places where they hit home runs, and I think Gavin did that when he was back in junior college, which opened that door for him to UCLA. He got to UCLA and got hurt. He was also an original catcher and had to have Tommy John. And so I think after the success of Tech in 2018, as I think several of these guys would attest, that's what brought them here, is that 18 team that went all the way to that final game in Austin. So he's I kind of laughed when I first learned about him. I thought, because I've been to Southern California, and it's a long ways from Southern California to Cookeville, Tennessee in a lot of ways.
Say so. And Gavin Johns ends up hitting just the 1 home run. A little bit shy on that last drive by John, so he's got 1. Your 2 leaders so far for the purple team, Brett Roberts and Gulstan Gillespie.
Derek Hedrick.
Now, this is Derek Hedrick.
This is our strength guy.
Strength coach, right?
Yeah, this will be interesting. Now, Derek played college baseball, so his juices are probably flowing right now. We're really fortunate to have a strength guy here that is a former college baseball player. It's not mandatory, but it certainly helps, I think. Derek was at Auburn the last couple of years. Spent some time, I think, at UT Knoxville. So he's had some really good really good experience. Look at that.
Hey, you can see his arms right there. He looks like a strength coach for sure.
Yeah, and his swing didn't look like a strength coach. That looked like a player. Yeah. I actually think Derek played a little bit of independent baseball. I think he played some professional baseball too. I think it was probably hard to take the uniform off of him, as it looks like it is today.
Yeah, and I mean, you'd love to see if he can get on the board here and drive one out.
I'd almost rather see Matt Hewitt come out here and try to do this.
Oh, that'd be great.
I mean,
strength and conditioning coach Matt Hewitt. We got Derek Hedrick right now for the purple team. Brett Roberts is 5 home runs. Gulstan Gillespie with 5. Elijah Brooks and Theo Bryan each a pair. Johnny Hickman's got 1. Gavin Johns 1. It's your leaders right now. So the top 2, of course, of Roberts and Gillespie. Leaders in the clubhouse with 5 out of the yard. Derek Hedrick in the air, deep out to left. Did he get it? He did. How about the strength coach going yard? Oh, he might have another one. High, deep drive to left. It's his 2nd home run. Oh, Coach, I think as we're under 10 seconds, the clock winding down, and that will do it. He'll get one more. But Coach, 2 home runs for the strength coach. I mean, you signed up for that.
Yep, he hadn't even swung a bat probably. No telling how many years it's been, so that was pretty impressive.
So that is now a 3-way tie for 2nd with Elijah Brooks and Theo Bryan with 2 home runs.
Oh, now it should get fairly interesting. A left-handed pitcher in Connor Adams.
A lot of pitchers starting to come up.
Batting for the purple team, Connor Adams.
Yeah, the purple might have to live with their number right now. Let me see who I think on the purple. Medrano, Holley, might, the guy on deck. If Adams hits one out, they ought to count it twice. Holly Parham. I mean, Parham's a married man, so I mean, a grown man like him, I don't care what position he plays, he ought to. Uh-oh.
Adams taking a shot down the line. That clear?
I think it did. Yeah, so that should count twice.
Hey, there you go, Connor Adams with a home run.
That really worries me. I guess we're gonna have to really pitch in. If Connor Adams is going out to right field, we gotta keep the ball in.
The left-handed pitcher, Connor Adams, swinging right. He drives another one out to right field and goes yard.
You know, we've been playing all fall with less than pearls. I call them flight-restricted balls. So today they're hitting new balls, and you can kind of tell the ball jumping a little bit.
Connor Adams has 3 home runs.
Oh, the boys better hope he doesn't hit 2 more. If he takes the lead and advances to the next round, he won't quit talking about it.
I mean, right, any pitcher that hits as many as this, 3 home runs right now would get him to the 2nd round. Of course, there's a ton of time left. But 3 home runs puts him in 3rd place. You have Roberts and Gillespie, the top 2. See the purple count climb to 16 home runs.
Now batting for the purple team.
And now Daniel Holley.
Daniel Holley.
All right, he was talking a good game before this event. We'll see. Left-handed pitcher down around Columbus, Georgia.
And again, it's Mitchell Wright pitching. There's going to be some pressure on the pitcher as well, especially in a 90-second format. You got to put the ball right there.
Mitchell throws good BP. He does. And Blake Beck, who'll go out there next, he does too. Our youngest guy, Alex Maloney, Alex was a shortstop in college, and he's got a finger. That ball's hit pretty good. Alex has got a finger that he had surgically repaired.
Oh, that ball's crushed.
Yep, Holley just went to the softball field, I think. So Alex, when he throws BP, it's competitive. I mean, he can't give you something nice and easy to hit. So you got to take good at bats off him.
Well, he's dipping and diving all over the place. So Holley on the board with 1.
So Holley had 1. Adams had how many?
3.
So combined pitching total right now is 4. That's got a chance. Yep. That was off the wall.
He's got 2. As the purple count continues to climb, Holley.
That's another one.
He's got another one, make it a trio for Daniel Holley. Wave right there by Alex Maloney means 10 seconds. On the countdown, he gets the call. Did he get it out in time? And it goes. Home run number 4 for Daniel Holley.
Yep, looks like we're going to get a new arm now.
5 there. They're saying he hit 5 out of the yard.
Well, he's
Official count is 5.
He'll want to be in the lineup now.
Can he negotiate his way in there?
No. No. Daniel needs to work on that pitching.
Well, so Daniel Holley, Brett Roberts, Gulstan Gillespie, those are your leaders right now.
Explain that to Brett Roberts.
How can you?
Explain that to Theo Bryant.
I mean, and for what you said, the amount that Daniel Holley was talking beforehand about this, I mean, he backed it up?
Yes, he did. Bless his heart. Hope he's not sore tomorrow.
Now pitching.
So we'll see Blake Beck
Coach Beck.
as the new batting practice pitcher, and he's new to your staff, Blake Beck, for this year.
Yeah, he is. He's not new to me. We were both at Auburn together for 2 years,
Now batting for the
and he was at Jones College, Jones Junior College, last year during the COVID year, and he has an incredible amount of experience at a very high level. Blake's background as a player was Shelton State, and
That one laced by Jacob Parham.
yeah, I told you he's a grown man. I wasn't kidding.
He's got another one back to back.
Yep, here's our power.
The pitchers are raking lately.
These guys are going to be superstars. In
That's his
slow
third.
Football one day. Yeah, Parham, he's a Farragut product in Knoxville, and
Get under that one.
he told me
Out
the
to
other
right.
day he hadn't been a position player in a long time, but he ought to pick up a golf club if he hadn't started. That ball is way out of here.
That ball is crushed. That's his 5th home run. So all of a sudden, Jacob Parham tied for the most with Holley, Robertson, Gillespie. 445 feet we're saying was the last one.
And so for all my coaching friends that probably aren't listening or watching, it's not about a small park here. The ball went 445 feet. Maybe it's about being on top of a Upper Cumberland Plateau.
Man. I mean, that.
Oh, but my pitcher's out there. Hey, you want to pitch in a place where your offense is going to score you some runs. This is where you want to be.
And wind's starting to blow out here as well. Although a couple of these would not need it as he just misses that one. Right at the wall it's hauled in, but 5 home runs. So it is a 4-way tie for first place
Now
now.
batting for the purple team, Grant Phillips.
Pitchers might be the difference between the two clubs. We'll see.
It's Grant Phillips is the newest Golden Eagle to climb into the batter's box. And fundraising event for Tennessee Tech baseball. You can scan the code that you see on your screen, take you exactly to the page to donate, ttusports.com, the donation page. Is a swing off if there would be a tie right now. It's a four-way tie for first place, and the top three advance. 19 players for each team. Gives you a total of 38. And then in the second round, with 3 players each, 1 will advance from each squad for the championship. Phillips still looking to connect on his first. In the abbreviated season last year, was second on the Tech team, was 7 total appearances.
Yep, Grant's another one of those seniors that is back who would have otherwise probably not been here if the NCAA hadn't given him a year back.
And Phillips has 2 in a couple in rapid succession. Climbs the count to 33 home runs for Team Purple. So the 10-second countdown. Remember, 90 seconds here in this first round for each player. Drives it, but looks like that'll twist foul for Phillips. Did it?
I think that's fair.
They're going to give it to him. Home run, Phillips, right at the buzzer, his third.
Yep, I think that was fair.
So 3 home runs for Grant Phillips.
Purple team, Lane Dale.
Here's Lane Dale to dig in.
Local Cookeville product.
Freshman, right-handed pitcher. Continue the run of pitchers we've had for Team Purple.
His dad, Carl, pitched also from Cookeville, pitched at Winthrop. It was a pretty good draft. I don't remember. Carl might have been a first or second rounder, but I know he pitched in the big leagues. So Lane's he comes from good stock.
Got to root for the local product as well, right at Cookeville. Stephen Medrano due up after Dale. Here in the 3rd annual Tennessee Tech Baseball Home Run Derby, largest fundraising event for Tech Baseball. Dylan Vazano and head coach Steve Smith here on the broadcast. This feels good to be out here at Quillen Field, Busch Stadium, to see some kind of game action.
Yeah, everything's been closed for the fall. We were fortunate to at least be able to have a few parents out today, families. Difficult times, challenging times for everybody.
As Dale yanks that one foul down the left side, and that will do it for his 90 seconds.
All right, Mr. Medrano. Stephen Medrano
Now batting for the purple team.
is from Howard College in Big Spring, Texas, and he went there as a position player, so he might still know how to swing a bat. He's a pitcher here. We got him and his catching buddy, Raul Ortega, who's on the gold team, I think. Yeah. Both came from Howard. Stephen's actually from El Paso, Texas, so it's quite a haul for him to get here.
6'2", 210 pounds listed for Medrano. Love the honesty out of him. A lot of the players had the home run goals that we've been flashing up on the screen. Some said 10, some said 6. He was honest. He said hopefully 1.
Well, there's a reason why he went from being a position player to a pitcher.
You got to know who you are.
Yep, that's a lot of it.
Also, if you notice that fun fact, he can play the ukulele. Have you heard him play the ukulele?
I have not. My fun fact for him is he's dating a little softball player at LSU that he would like for her to come here and catch. because he's told me all kinds of stories about her blocking sliders in the dirt. I hope she's listening.
LSU softball player, okay. Well, still the goal of hopefully one. A goose egg right now for Medrano. Time starts to wind down for the 92nd first round, purple versus gold, and there's the 10-second count we see.
Yeah, I think Stevie made the right call when he went to pitching. Yeah, that's a good choice.
And that'll do it for Medrano, so nothing out of him.
All right, now this one right here might be, this is Nathaniel Allen. This is a catcher from Minneapolis. He's a freshman. And get him, if he gets on time, he might hit a few, as you would expect from he's got a lot of leverage in that swing and that body.
Laces this one. It hits the wall, though, so just misses it for Nathaniel Allen. Listed 6'4", 180 pounds.
Yeah, I would think that 180 is going to climb here over the next year or so. He's got a frame to carry some, and he's really improved this fall behind the plate. He threw. I hadn't seen a guy throw 3 guys out in an inning in a long time, and he did it the other day, and the throws were just right on the bag.
Wow, 3 in 1 inning.
Yeah, we were stubborn. We thought surely you can't do it 3 times in a row.
How have the fall practices? I know you've been kind of touching on it a little bit earlier. How's that been going for the team?
It's been good. I mean, it's just it was very good until fall break, and when fall break came about, obviously guys were gone for 2 or 3 days, and when they came back, they all were retested. So we started losing guys to contact tracing. I don't know if you saw that football game last night. What was that, Notre Dame?
Yeah, Notre Dame, Clemson at the end.
That would be the ultimate contact tracing nightmare right there. That looked like 2,000 or 3,000 people standing on the students on the field. But we've got everybody back, maybe except a couple by tomorrow. So this next week is our last week of fall, and it's going to get to be productive because we have gotten virtually everybody back now. This is Hayden Gilland here. He's a freshman catcher from Maryville, and he's one of the ones that's just coming back. Again, when he gets his swing going here, he's got some juice in his bat. He can hit them.
Yeah, last year in high school, read that he hit 7 home runs over an 8-day period before COVID hit and the season got canceled. But appeared, at least in high school, to have some good raw power.
Yeah, I can believe that. His bat is probably right now is the best part of his game, and it's pretty good. I think he's got a chance to help us early as a hitter.
As he hammers that one into the tree, so a home run for Gilland.
There's another one.
And a second consecutive dinger. Feels like with this 92nd too, you see it a lot in the Major League Baseball home run derby. It's all about getting into a groove.
Yeah, and it's as much about the pitcher as it is the guy at the plate. And you mentioned it earlier. There is some pressure on the 2 guys that have been throwing.
And Gilland has 2 home runs. Last one was 421 feet, they listed it. The number to get to, at least to enter what would be a swing off, is 5. So he makes a bid for number 3 and has it. 3rd home run for the freshman.
He's probably out of gas. He's been on the bed for 10 days. He's actually just been sick. He didn't test positive. He just had some kind of bug running through him. So he's probably out of gas.
And here's who's always been a fan favorite over his tenure at Tennessee Tech, Nick Dye.
Yeah, has he been here, 8, 9 years?
I think it's approaching a decade at this point.
I mean, I hear stories about him pitching against Ole Miss. And that seems like a long time ago, but no, this guy's a leader, and we're glad he is around. He's still coming back from, one really unusual injury. I mean, he broke his humerus, I guess, 3 years ago on a pitch, and then the year following that had to have Tommy John. So he's still trying to figure his way out, back from those 2 surgeries, but he's here working at it.
Golden Eagles southpaw, 6'4", 185 pounds. Saw the fun fact right there. Works cattle and chickens in his spare time.
Yeah, that's a Georgia boy. I believe Carrollton, Georgia.
Carrollton, Georgia. I always say, lefties, left-handed pitchers, built a little bit differently. There was on this sheet where we learned a bunch of the fun facts. There's a section for comments, thoughts, and questions. Nick wanted to tell a joke, so I'll tell it to you.
Okay.
What do you have when your dog can't bark?
Oh, gosh. he told me this one the other day.
Just decided to throw it out there in the Excel spreadsheet that the players filled out with the fun facts.
Yeah.
Just decided to do it. So, again, what do you have when your dog can't bark?
I don't remember.
A hush puppy.
A hush puppy. Yep.
That just seems to be the kind of guy that Nick is he's unable to hit a home run right here. The old college try, though, for Nick Dye. He seems to have fun out there, though.
Well, I'm going to tell you who inspires the jokes here, okay? Dr. Levita Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who is, our head of academic support. And it wouldn't surprise me. I know Nick has probably shared that with her, but it also wouldn't surprise me if he got it from her.
Yes. Yep. Levita, queen of the jokes. Is this right here, Logan Hewitt.
Yeah, Logan's a pitcher. He's been down for a little bit, just, nothing serious, but he's just starting to get going again. Rowan State, transfer. You asked about the fall. Probably the only, negative thing about the fall, we haven't really gotten to see. We hadn't got to see Logan competitively, and we haven't gotten to see Caleb Pearson competitively. And those are 2 junior college guys that could really make a difference for us. And I think Logan is I feel pretty good about him being able to move forward. We're still trying to figure out where we're going with Caleb, but we'll know that soon, I think.
Logan Hewitt searching for his first home run. See the number for the purple team is at 36, winding down the purple roster. See the 10-second countdown. See what's round about to conclude. Will he be able to get on the board? Could be the last pitch.
I think he's the last hitter for purple.
Does look that way. We heard that we might see some of the managers hit, but
We're going to get to see Brett Roberts again.
as to the swing off, you had Brett Roberts, Daniel Holley, Jacob Pearman, Gulstan Gillespie, all with 5 home runs. So those 4 players, problem is only 3 can advance.
Well, we need to hope Brett Roberts gets hot right here.
So here's Brett Roberts. You get 5 swings for each player. So it is not a timed event at this point, or it is 5 swings to determine how many home runs you hit in the swing off. So a little drama here early on. Get the swing off. Didn't know if we would have it, but here we are. Only 3 can advance of the 4.
Uh-oh.
Brett Roberts.
Yeah, it looks like one he hit at North
He's
Carolina
got
State
one.
last year. He only had one. What's the clock on him this round?
Just the 5 swings they get
5,
total.
okay.
Yep, so that
5
is
swings.
1 home run.
So this is about pitch selection.
Able to take the time here.
Yep.
Saying 443 on the last home run for Brett Roberts. Is Gillespie now batting?
That's gone.
So he has tied Brett Roberts with that one. Let's pop the next pitch up right near Blake Beck, the current BP pitcher. A second home run would guarantee Gillespie to the next spot. But that won't be the case, so we will end up having to do another swing off, at least we know, with Gillespie and Roberts, both 1 home run. And now Holley. Drilled 5 out of the yard. Big swing and a miss there for Holley. He's got a shot to get out of here. Daniel Holley has a home run. So again, now a 3-way tie. Holley, Gillespie, and Roberts, all with a home run here in the swing off. Holley drilling it into right center field.
He got
And
it.
another one.
So he advances.
And then a big swing and a miss to end his round. But, Coach, you said from the get-go he was somebody that was talking a lot about his performance, and he is going to the next round.
Yeah, then we may get Parham too. That'd be 2 pitchers in the next round.
No, Jacob Schwab.
Probably couldn't be a prouder moment for him. They all think they can hit.
Oh, yeah, the pitchers. I mean, well, a former pitcher right here we're talking to. You told me you never participated in a home run derby, though.
Oh, no. No. And I wouldn't have been asked to participate in one either. It is interesting to see guys do things they're not used to doing. And Jacob Parham right now, what you can really tell, just looking at him,
That's gone.
He's a strong dude.
So he's got one.
He is really strong.
That one going to get out. He's got another one.
Oh, yeah. So he doesn't have to go anymore.
That's it. So two pitchers.
2 pitchers are qualified. Now we got to have Roberts and Gulstan. Oh, man.
It's like double overtime here. Another swing off. It's now just 3 swings. So the drama is Roberts.
That's one.
He's got one.
Are we going to have to watch one of these pitchers hit?
That get out?
I think it did. Yep.
He's got 2.
Yep, so Gulston's got to hit at least 2.
Remember, only 3 swings to work with.
So we've got to watch 2 pitchers swing instead of these 2 guys. Well, there's one. He got that one. No.
Didn't get out at the wall.
I thought he got it.
That one just seemed to die out there, so Gulstan Gillespie will not advance to the next round. Brett Roberts, Daniel Holley, Jacob Parham. Those are your 3 to advance to the second round. 2 pitchers.
And Daniel Allen.
Well,
Coach, you're pretty spot on when you looked at Team Purple for Brett Roberts, but I don't know if we could have predicted the 2 pitchers that advanced.
I wouldn't have predicted them, and but they.
I still was a huge fan, as we'll take a look at the gold lineup here in just a moment, of Derek Hedrick, strength and conditioning coach, getting an opportunity and socking a couple out of the yard. Have the switch over right here. Remember, a fundraising event here for Tennessee Tech baseball. All the proceeds go directly to the Golden Eagle baseball program. We've had a QR code with the score bug. And so if you put your phone up to it, take a picture of it, it'll go directly to the ttsports.com and the donation page. Otherwise, you can visit ttsports.com, click on the donate button at the top of the page.
You know, I think it'd be appropriate maybe to reach out to some of my former Auburn guys who I threw BP to nonstop for 2.5 years.
I think that'd be appropriate.
You know, and some of them have come into some money here in recent times. I mean, there's been some pretty good drafts come out of that part of the SEC, and you guys know what I'm talking about.
Let's get on the horn. Let's get him over here. It's Cody Littlejohn starting things off for the Gold team. 45 home runs for Team Purple. So it's also a competition, of course, not just the individual that wins, but Purple versus Gold, and the number is 45 for Purple.
Well, how apropos, Cody Littlejohn from Decatur, Alabama. You know, had a guy or two at Auburn from that part of Alabama, and actually one from Decatur proper.
Right there.
Who I know firsthand loves wings.
Loves wings.
Loves them.
Any particular kind?
Moe's.
Okay. So Littlejohn's got 2. Just to go over the format again, 90 seconds still in this round. Many home runs as you can hit.
And Cody can hit some. He's got a swing made for this place. It's kind of got to get him in going out there. Mitchell's been sitting down for a while, so again, it's as much about the pitcher as it is anything else.
Mitchell Wright and Blake Beck, the 2 pitchers today. Couldn't get you out there. You just wanted to be up here, make sure that you were on the call for this.
I thought you were the reason for this.
Yeah. We wanted to get you up here.
No, I am. That is kind of the.
So he homers, then gets drilled.
The determining factor, and then he goes out. You know, even with the experience and miles that I've got behind me, I still am the best BP guy on this staff, and I think that's going to be the indication whenever I don't enjoy it. I love throwing, so whenever I can't throw anymore, it's probably when I'll take my toys and go home. This is Owen Keys right here, and again, this is a guy I would not have bet on hitting any. He might hurt his back trying, but he already hit one.
He just laced that one out to left.
This guy can really run, and he can really throw. Yep, I think
Get another one?
Got another one.
He did, into the trees, just to the left of the Quillen Field sign. So that's 2 home runs now for Owen Keys, which was his home run goal, to hit 2.
Pennsylvania junior college guy.
Pennsylvania guy, his comments, thoughts, or questions, he put in Fly Eagles. So guess an Eagles fan out there.
Yeah, I would guess he probably is. Yeah. He came in as a shortstop pitcher, and he can pitch. He's got a really good arm. But we've kind of moved him to center field, and I don't know if I've seen many guys that are as natural. There's a lot of guys that can run that can't necessarily play the outfield. He actually can run and is very natural in center field, which is is a really cool thing to see.
Crushed that last one, left center, so Keys ends up hitting 3 home runs, surpasses his goal of 2.
Now here's my buddy Ed Johnson. Ed's a transfer from Auburn, so I've been around Ed for the last couple of years, and I sent Gabe Gross a text the other night, who's a hitting guy down at Auburn. I thanked him for all the time he spent with Ed. He worked, Gabe works with everybody, but, he put in a lot of time with Ed that they're not going to benefit from. at Auburn, but we're going to benefit from it here. And Ed's done well. Again, he's come off of quarantine here in the last day or two, so.
See, as he get his first one right here, Ed Johnson goes yard. His fun fact, the best duck caller on the team. Doesn't get that one to go.
I bet you that part, he's Trussville, Alabama, suburb of Birmingham. He probably has to go upstate a little bit to hunt them ducks, but I don't doubt that he does. Yep, he's going to get him a couple here.
Sitting on 2. That one is 3 for Ed Johnson.
I don't know if he got that one. Mitchell's doing a good job giving him pitches to hit right here, though.
It's good pace, too, for Mitchell, right? Doesn't look like he did get that previous one.
He didn't keep it fair.
Third player for the gold team is Ed Johnson. Finishes with 3 home runs. So it's tied with what Owen Keys produced for the gold team. Cody Littlejohn, after the first 3 batters, has the most with 4.
Now here's an interesting fact here. Okay.
What do you got?
Guy hitting right here, Gabe Lacey, graduated. He and I graduated from the same high school.
Oh, yeah?
Gulfport High School in Gulfport, Mississippi. And Gabe was at Jones Junior College last year with Coach Beck, and now he's here. And so I've had a chance to, my junior year in high school, we consolidated the 2 high schools in Gulfport, which that's the only one that really Gabe knows of. And so I had to explain to him, about my athletic accomplishments, back in the day in our state championship in football, and having been started the first game at his high school at quarterback, and just trying to make sure we get get everything out on the table before we get started.
Make sure he was well aware.
Gabe has since moved. His family's since moved to Starkville, mom and dad. So again, another one of my favorite places, and he's been in quarantine. Contact tracing, so he's just back today.
Still searching for that first one, just misses it.
He's hit a couple out this fall. He's not going to be a big home run guy, but he's a really good hitter and an exceptional defender at third base. One of the later pickups for us, and sometimes those guys you get, last are often the best ones you got. Really glad to have him. And here's our other Howard guy. Here's Raul Ortega, or as I call him, Ralph. Ralph Ortega.
Ralph Ortega says he's a switch hitter. He's going to bat lefty right here.
Yeah, Ralph, you know how much this guy loves baseball. This guy's a New Jersey kid who went to Big Spring, Texas to play junior college baseball, and from there to Cookeville, Tennessee.
Loves the game.
He loves the game. Loves the game.
And as you made mention earlier, along with Stephen Medrano, the same school coming from Howard College, Big Spring, Texas.
I've been to Big Spring, and you know what? There's no trees in Big Spring.
None.
It's headed out west a little bit. You gotta love baseball.
6 feet, 195 pounds. As Coach mentioned, from New Jersey. He's from Nutley. His fun fact, he is an investor.
So, is he a day trader?
See, now that I don't know.
Or he just got stock in the Packers?
When everyone, see if he gets his first, he does. On a second, real quick.
Yep.
Ortega getting into a groove with a couple.
Really good leader behind the plate. He's been out. He's, again, whole contact thing. He's been out for about the last 10 days or so, and it's really good to have him back.
Hit the batter's eye moments ago to give him number 3, which right now you need at least 3 for the gold team to at least have a chance at a swing off, obviously very early on. And he ends up with 3, Raul Ortega.
Okay, here comes the gold team's bell cow,
Batting for the gold team.
Johnny Dyer, Mount Juliet, Tennessee product, and Johnny, his freshman year, which I wasn't here, he put up some really good numbers. Last year, we really, he didn't get a chance to get going and never did. This fall has been exceptional, and he's got legit power everywhere in the park. He could hit them out from foul pole to foul pole.
He brought up that freshman season in 2019, was a freshman All-American, an All-OVC first-teamer. Hit 11 home runs that year, a .330 average, and 54 runs batted in.
That's a pretty good year for just about anybody, but it's really special for a freshman 1 year out of high school to come in and hit at that level.
And his fun fact, in high school, he was a bowler, and he had a 192 average. That's not bad.
He last year he was hurt, knee problem. I think he'd gotten hurt in the fall, and so I didn't get to see him, I don't think, healthy. And the break with the COVID thing really gave him an opportunity to get his body healed up, and I'm talking knee, back, and he's been really impressive all over the field. You wouldn't look at him and think that's a guy that is very nimble on his feet or could run the bases well or that would be very versatile defensively, but he really is. And that's the kind of juice he's got in his bat.
Second home run for John Dyer. First one, estimated 425 in terms of the distance. And now number 3 for Dyer.
Yeah, you gotta get in a rhythm, but if he got in a rhythm, he could hit 10. Again, I probably should be down there throwing the VP today. They like my they like my cutter. There's one reason why I'm not pitching anymore. Why I didn't pitch past age 25 or 6.
Now batting for the
It's because
gold
I could
team,
throw the ball out of the park. I could throw the ball a long way.
Perfect for home run derby. We should get you a wireless mic, have you go out there, and then you can commentate still while you're pitching.
That'd be
You can
better.
do that.
That'd be better than what was done in the Major League playoffs this year.
Oh yeah, with
I still, Justin Turner having been wired for sound in a Major League playoff game.
Hayden McMeans
just got one to pull.
Hey, there you go, into the trees for
got 2
McMeans.
now.
He's got 2.
Yeah, I was not a fan of wiring guys in Major League playoff games. I know fans love it, but I thought it was just a tad bit disrespectful to the game. It's one thing to do it in spring training, it's another thing to do it, in the playoffs. But hey, TV's running everything now, isn't it?
That's why. That's what I'm saying.
You're a media guy.
We got to get you down there. We get you a wireless headset, have you pitch. If you're saying that you're the key to maybe some more home runs.
I think I'm better. I think I'm better where you can't see me. I think somebody told me I had a face made for radio.
Yeah, I get that a lot myself. I think it's a compliment. See McMeans, that one clears it.
Somebody's he got. The little guy. The littlest guy on the team. 3?
They're calling it with 3 home runs for Nathan McMeans.
now hitting
Oh,
for the gold
man.
team, Jackson
That is
Berry.
what we have been told, 3 home runs. So, that's the number you have to have. Owen Keys is 3, Ed Johnson 3, Raul Ortega, John Dyer, Nathan McMeans. Cody Littlejohn still the leader in the Gold Clubhouse with 4.
All right, I gave you my backstory on Gabe Lacey. Here's my backstory on Jackson Berry. Jackson Berry was born in Waco, Texas. all right, while his dad was one of my assistant coaches at Baylor. So I have known Jackson since he came out of the womb, and his older sister Kennedy, and his dad worked with me for 7 years, and he's actually back in Waco now, coaching softball at McLennan. And Jackson, who's a really good little left-handed pitcher from Waco, is now out here in Cookeville, Tennessee. And Mom and Dad, from what I can tell, he's going to class. He's got a smile on his face, so no worries.
Going to class, smile on your face?
Yep, it's about all you can ask.
Right?
Yep.
Maybe he gets one here. He's got none up to this point.
It's going to have to be to the pull side.
He goes dead center.
If he leaves dead center,
Couple of hops against the wall.
I'll have to buy his dad a pizza.
19 you see for Team Gold. How about that fun fact? He wears camo Crocs on game day, Coach.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything about whatever Jackson's doing. Just let him do it. He's been around the game so much and has pitched so much in his life that he's just one of those guys you just let him do his thing, leave him alone. He'll be successful. Some guys are like that. I think he's just been blessed to grow up in a family he did and be around the game as much as he was.
Well, it was supposed to be Ty Fisher, but instead, one of our favorites, Derek Hedrick, again, the strength coach, he's going to go for Team Gold. He already hit for Team Purple, and he hit a couple of home runs.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. He's training both. He's training all these guys.
And the number you want to get to is 4 home runs for Team Gold. That's what Cody Littlejohn, so far the leader. He got 5 guys with 3. We know from Team Purple, Brett Roberts, Daniel Holley, Jacob Parham, the 3 that will be advancing into the second round. A couple of pitchers, and then Brett Roberts.
The guy that's missing from the Gold team, obviously, is Jason Hinchman. And Jason is just, if this was a week later, this time next week, Jason would be ready to go. I think he got that one.
Yeah, home run.
Yep.
Another one.
We're wrapping up the fall, so we needed to wrap this up. Hinch just couldn't quite get back from timing of his quarantine wasn't great.
And it's Hedrick.
Hedrick just got another one. That one's the one that'll keep him coming back right there.
He's got 3.
This guy's going to want to take BP every day now.
I mean, he hit the 2 for Team Purple to begin with. He now has 3 for Team Gold. He had the players fill out their predictions. And really no surprise, the overwhelming favorite was Jason Hinchman. But, of course, not going to be able to see him today. There's a couple of John Dyer. There's actually someone, I have to go back and look, did pick Daniel Holley to win. And it wasn't Daniel Holley. So, to figure out who that was. As Derek Hedrick, strength and conditioning coach, ends with 3.
Alex Hersey.
Hey, here's one of the other 3 or 4 COVID seniors. So really good to have Alex back, left-handed pitcher. That would have been done last year, but with the extra years back and in grad school, and I mean, it's a real plus to have him.
Connor Adams, in his fun fact or his thoughts, questions, he was very adamant that Alex Hersey would not hit a home run.
Yeah, it looks like they don't expect him to, the way that Mitchell's throwing it to him, which doesn't bother me a bit. His girlfriend's not dating him for his bat. She's dating him for his left-handed arm.
As we see right there, it was a 2018 Oxford All-Regional team, pitched a heck of a ball game in an elimination contest against Missouri State.
Yep.
And so far with the aluminum, it'll be base hitting to right center, but
So gold is at 22.
the number 45 for purple.
It's going to take a. That's going to be tough.
One hop off against the right center field fence. Hey, you look at the rest of the gold team. Is anybody out there that really jumps out at you? Go out on a limb. Maybe somebody there that might get gold back into this thing.
Yeah. When we get down there to Luke Jones and Will Long.
And Hersey doesn't go. Oh, it hits off the wall in right center. Just misses it.
Now batting
Okay.
for the gold team, Coach Alex Maloney.
So this is Alex Maloney, Golden Eagle volunteer assistant coach. He is hitting for Shane Craig, who was scheduled. And here's Coach Maloney.
Yeah, this will be interesting. No, Alex was a heck of a player in college. Played for his dad, Rich, at Ball State. Shortstop. Actually closed a little bit as a pitcher. Played some minor league baseball with the White Sox. Was a graduate assistant last year at Wayne State up in Detroit, Division II program, where he actually coached the pitchers. He's working with our infielders and catchers here.
Again, 90 seconds in this round to hit as many home runs. Yeah, pretty much everybody with 3 for the gold team, and Cody Littlejohn still the leader with 4. He was the first one to go. Alex Maloney. It's under that pitch. Just missed another one getting under it. Here in what ends up being a gorgeous day weather-wise. I don't think you could tell me that, today's November 8th with the way this weather is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
It's about 80 degrees.
He might have gotten that one. Nope.
Ends up falling short for Maloney.
Needs another club.
Hit hard and deep, and it
Got that
carries
one.
out.
He got that one. He might be sore tomorrow. And he
That's
might
a line
have that
drive.
one. Yep.
That's going to carry out of here. We sneak that one out. What are they calling? They're calling it foul, that
Yeah, I
one.
think that one's foul.
So with the 2 home runs for Maloney,
He might got that one.
and make it 3. So another player, coach, strength and conditioning coach, everyone pretty much has 3 home runs for Team Gold.
Well, that means Mark Leonard will probably have 4.
Gotta.
Because I think he's been here as long as most of the strength coaches, I think. Pride of Lexington, Kentucky.
6'3", 210 pounds, right-handed pitcher Mark Leonard.
Mark's another COVID senior. I think he hung around as much for Lady Eagle basketball as anything.
Almost came toward us.
Yeah. You ever been hit up here?
No, I've tried to. Sometimes there's a pop-up, and I do stick my hands out to see if I could catch it, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
He does have 1 home run, Mark Leonard,
He's got another one now.
and that one is gone. Right over the Quillen Field sign out in left center.
That one's got a chance.
Straight away center near our cameraman. That's gone. 3 for Mark Leonard. Well, Coach, you said it beforehand. He'll probably go out here and hit 4. And,
He
Coach,
did. Yep.
you are correct. 4 home runs, Mark Leonard. And that would seem to get you to the next round. I mean, there is still a few more guys to go, but with everyone that is 3, Mark Leonard now with 4. That ties Cody Littlejohn for the most on Team Gold.
The pitchers are really having a good day.
I mean, this is their chance, right?
Yep.
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan, Albany, Georgia. Joe's about 6'6", 6'7", right-hander. That bat looks like a toothpick in his hands up there.
Hey, so you see the fun fact, tallest player on the Tech team.
And roommates with the shortest,
Home run, who's that?
Jackson Berry.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know if Jackson's the shortest.
That
honor may go to Holley. I've been calling Holley Pee-wee since I got here. I just learned his first name was Daniel.
Just the other day, right?
Yep.
And Daniel, of course, Holley or Pee-wee, whatever you want to call him, he's already advanced to the second round again with Jacob Parham and Brett Roberts for Team Purple. And a dramatic double overtime swing-off that we had for Team Purple. Fair foul.
I think that's fair.
They are. Oh, we got conflicting arguments here. Looks like they're going to give it to him. Trying to get a little bit of confirmation right here. You'd one person behind the plate go foul, the other fair. For Joe Morgan. And he's got 2 home runs. So that will not get him to the next round. He at least have to have 3.
All right, this guy right here, if he gets in any kind of rhythm at the plate, could put on a real show.
Luke Jones.
Greenbrier, Tennessee.
The COVID-shortened season last year, he only had 12 at-bats, but he hit 2 home runs.
Yeah, he had a very memorable one for me at the Game 3 Evansville pinch hit. Came back from a 10-2 deficit to tie the game up. There's one probably.
It's going to get up over the wall. It does. It almost hit a car coming through.
He hit one oppo to tie the game up, and then Hinchman went up behind him and launched one to win it.
At third game against Evansville. What a game that was. Back-to-back, a walk-off for Hinchman.
Yep.
But as Coach just said, it was his pinch hit, 3-run game-tying home run. But the man at the plate here, Luke Jones, tied the game for the Golden Eagles, walked it off. Is that going to get over?
Yep.
It does. His second for Luke Jones. Comes from athletic families. Father Ray Jones played football at Middle Tennessee. Nice. Got the 2 home runs. Luke Jones, his round comes to a close.
Huh. These left-handed pitchers have been tough on these rights.
Well, here's Will Long.
Yep.
Will Long.
Will definitely got the juice to do it. He's got a little bit of a flat stroke. I like him at the plate. I guess that may be one of the positive things that I can take away from watching these guys swing today is that the hitters, you can tell they are not used to swinging for the fence. You know, the pitchers, they don't really have an approach that they've worked on, so they're up there getting under it and lifting it. These hitters are having a hard time doing that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. You're a pitcher. You don't probably get a lot of opportunities, so why not cut loose, see what happens? I mean, the consistent swing, hitter after hitter, and hey, you probably got to change it up a little bit for a home run derby.
Yep, nothing's going to get out.
Got to be his first for long.
I grew up being told a home run was a mistake line drive, and always thought that was a pretty good way to approach it. This day of the launch angles and stuff have at least given us a lot of things to talk about. I don't know. I don't know how many guys can change their launch angle, although I'm not saying you can't do it. My former player, Max Muncy, who actually hit in the home run derby in the Big League All-Star game, I think some have thought that Max kind of changed his a little bit, as he's been such a big home run hitter. All right, Pearson.
Will Long, just the one home run.
Pearson's going to hit. Caleb Pearson. Spent a year at UT Knoxville, and well, he might have hit that one out. I think he did. His first swing, he hits it up park. Caleb was at UT Knoxville for a year, and then at Walters last year. I can see now why he wanted to hit.
He's got the one home run. If you can get to 4, you'll get to the next round. Otherwise, we're going to have a crazy swing off. So many players have 3.
Do they? How many we got?
Guys with 3. There are 7 of them. Includes Alex Maloney, volunteer assistant coach. Includes Derek Hedrick, strength and conditioning coach. So that would be 7 players. It's Gold with the 35 total home runs. 45 is what Purple hit. It is a running count, though, throughout the entire home run derby. So it doesn't end after that first round. The home run totals, though, do reset for the individual players round to round.
Do you know what the past totals have looked like?
Actually do not.
I'd be curious. I bet they've put up some pretty big numbers.
I'd have to think that
It's gotta
the
be
conditions today are as good as they've been. I mean,
Yeah.
warm, windy as that ball goes out. Home run Pearson, he's got 2. Time starting to wind down. Will Pearson hit a third one out? A one hop up against the wall. So 2 home runs, Pearson. He will not advance to the next round, and it looks like we're going to have that crazy swing off. Let's see exactly how many people. Here for the 3rd annual Tennessee Tech Home Run Derby. Head coach Steve Smith, I'm Dylan Vazano. You're on YouTube Live. It's a Sunday afternoon. See some dingers,
What a cool deal.
right?
I mean, what a cool deal. I mean, so many people are boycotting NFL right now. Maybe our viewership will be up.
Hey, just skyrocketing, huh?
My wife's not boycotting the NFL. Let's see, what time's the Cowboy? Yep, she's Cowboys are about to kick off.
Oh, yeah, is that
I know exactly where she is.
Can't get like a split screen action or maybe a computer?
I don't know. She might be following us on her phone. Well, if she is, I'll hear about it shortly.
Okay, so no swing off. Apparently Nathan McMeans. Maybe we got the count wrong, but they are saying that he is advanced. So Nathan McMeans, Cody Littlejohn, and Mark Leonard are your 3 gold winners.
Now batting for the
So
Roberts.
you said McMeans, Littlejohn, and Leonard. So we got one pitcher in
One
that
pitcher.
group. So, well, there's one. There's Brett
There's
Roberts.
Brett Roberts here in the 2nd round. This is 2 minutes now, as opposed to the 90 seconds for the opening round.
They've done a good job moving through this. This has been been good. Roberts has got 2 now.
So if we thought 90 seconds, as it's 2 home runs, Coach will let us know for Brett Roberts. If we thought 90 seconds was a bit of a cardio workout, how about 2 straight minutes, Coach, swinging the bat?
I think they get is this the round they get a timeout?
The next round, yeah, the final round, we'll get a 30-second timeout, similar to what we see in the Major League Baseball Home Run Derby. It's Brett Roberts down the left field line. He's got number 3. And 4 for Roberts into a groove right now. Another one down the left field line. That seems to be his spot for Brett Roberts, number 5. Good pop last year. 4 home runs in 15 games. The COVID-shortened season as Brett Roberts goes straight away center. He's in that groove that we spoke of.
Yep, he is. Beck is throwing it right in the sweet spot.
And it is 8 home runs.
Look at Beck bending over.
8 home runs, Brett Roberts. And it is just 1 player to advance from each team. So Roberts is certainly set the standard high with 8 round trippers.
You get any more distances?
So now the pitcher portion, Holley, then Parham. Still looking for his first. Oh, you're flinching on that?
I thought that thing was coming in his window here. I forget about that one net we got there.
Don't worry, Coach. I got your back if one comes here. I'll make the play.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
So do we think that Daniel Holley used up all of his home runs? He had to go through the swing off. That one is crushed out to right center. So he's got 1. Daniel Holley, the next one, he's got 2.
We got a 455-foot home run distance on Brett Roberts.
455 for Brett Roberts.
455. You can't move the fences back that far.
Man.
So, you know, here we go.
He's got 3 home runs here for Daniel Holley. So it was Gulstan Gillespie who picked him to win the home run derby. What does Gulstan know that we don't?
He picked Brett Roberts?
He picked Daniel Holley. Remember I said there was 1 player that picked him.
I don't know what he knows, but apparently, you know, I guess they're both from Georgia.
So that could be it.
I mean,
well, we now know that Gulstan will be incorrect because Daniel Holley only 3 after 8 from Brett Roberts. So that is a very high number. Even though you get the extra 30 seconds, so it's 2 total minutes as opposed to the 90-second first round.
Now batting for the purple team, Jacob Parham.
yeah, here's your legitimate contender here, I think.
Golden Eagle pitcher, Jacob Parham. Won the swing off. He had 5 home runs in that first round.
That might be 1. No, not enough.
About at the warning track. Has to be such a, you can't be thinking about. That's got to be the first one. But when you know going in, man, I got to hit 8. It seems like pretty significant amount, as the last one does go 421 feet. Tries to go right center, just misses it. Right at the wall. Home run there, so he's got 2. It was a high towering drive. Does go foul though. So stays with 2. Here in the second round of the Home Run Derby. Again, you can scan your phone to the QR code right here. It'll take you exactly where to go to donate. A huge thanks to everyone that has donated to this event and helped support Tennessee Tech baseball. And another home run. So he'll end his round with 3. It does mean that Brad Roberts will head to the championship of this Home Run Derby. 8 home runs in that previous round. He is off to the finals.
So we got Nathan McMeans, Leonard,
And Littlejohn.
and Littlejohn.
So we quickly into the gold team with Nathan McMeans. The 2 position players and the pitcher with Leonard.
I would say that Nathan McMeans has represented himself very well here today on behalf of the undersized infielder category.
Yeah, without a career home run here at the collegiate level.
That is very impressive. As long as we haven't got him into swinging form now, I think he's going to have a couple right here.
Hit the last one out, hit this one out. 2 for Nathan McMeans. That'll go foul. Didn't have the distance anyway.
I think Nathan was a guy 2 years ago, had a really good year as a freshman. In that same class with John Dyer. I think that one, if that stays
Is that
fair.
going to stay fair?
Yeah.
He's got number 3, Nathan McMeans. So that'll do it for his round. And the Golden Eagle infielder with 3 home runs, Nathan McMeans.
So who's leading the gold side? So McMeans is first
McMeans,
one. So
yeah.
he's
So
got 3, so Leonard's up now.
So Leonard is up now. So they're actually saying 4 home runs, Nathan McMeans.
Okay.
Hey, they're going so quick. That's a good thing. Mark Leonard, off the top of the wall, straight away center, 405. Hit 4 home runs first round. Remember, that was the 90-second time limit. And he's bumped up to 2 minutes, just hit his first home run on that last pitch.
So my information from the field is that Parham has the longest one of any pitcher today at 445 feet. All right, and Roberts has the longest of anybody today at 460 feet.
That's
Now, I'm just telling you, even if we could, you can't move the fences back that far. All right, so I think Leonard's going to hit his way into the finals, it looks like.
He's got 3 home runs currently. 460, I mean, that's a pretty good poke out there.
Yeah, it is. That's another one for Leonard.
I think that today the pitchers with number 4 for Mark Leonard have acquitted themselves pretty well today in this home run derby.
Yep, absolutely. Believe me, there'll be some interesting comments in the locker room after it's over.
Well, especially so Mark Leonard is the last pitcher standing.
So he's the number to beat for Littlejohn's now 4 or 5.
4 home runs out of Mark Leonard, the official number, so he at least has to have 4 Littlejohn to force the swing off.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does he do it? Does he get 4? Putting you on the spot.
He might off of Blake. I think Blake's been a little better at giving them up today. Mitchell's stuff's too good. But it's a disadvantage for these guys having to hit these left-handers. I shouldn't say that, but it is.
Let's go to Littlejohn searching for his first. He's also had the longest layoff for Team Gold. He did go first, hit the 4 home runs. Nathan McMeans hit 4. Mark Leonard hit 4. So if Littlejohn doesn't get to at least 4, we know there'll be a swing off to see who goes to the finals and goes up against Brett Roberts for Team Purple.
Cody looks like he's out of gas to me. The long layoff may have sapped his strength.
And we haven't seen one yet out of Littlejohn. He's got 8 career home runs as a Golden Eagle, including 3 grand slams.
Comes from a family of red elephants.
Red Elephants.
Otherwise known as the Alabama Crimson
As the
Tide.
Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah. But again, he wanted to play college baseball, and Tennessee Tech was a place to give him an opportunity, and he's made good on it.
Played all over the diamond throughout his Tech tenure. Comes up empty in this round. So no home runs for Littlejohn after the 4 in the first round.
So this is going to be a Leonard Roberts.
Well, we got Leonard McMeans first in a swing off.
Oh, they got swing off.
So again, the swing off rules, it's no time. It's 5 total swings. As many home runs you can hit with the 5 total swings. Mark Leonard representing the pitchers, and then you've got Nathan McMeans, who will go to the finals to take on Brett Roberts.
Looks like Coach Beck is done for the day.
Still time to get you down there, I think.
You know, Mitchell's our hitting guy, recruiting coordinator, but comes from like really good pitching stock, and has done a lot of pitching in his day in addition to playing first base. But his dad, Roger, was a head coach at Buckhorn High School, which is Alabama, just north of Huntsville. Many people would know of his middle brother, Kyle, who pitched with the Atlanta Braves this year and a first-round pick out of Vanderbilt about 4 years ago, maybe. And then the younger one, Trey, who was here last year and has gone to get it going in junior college. But they're all these guys had they've got pitching pedigrees, and you know, almost like the same comments I made about Jackson Berry growing up in a coach's family, I could say about all 3 of those guys. And Mitchell's been a real blessing to me to have inherited him from previous staff.
Mitchell Wright serves up 2 home runs to Mark Leonard. That one hits the top of the fence in left center. So the number is 2. Nathan McMeans batting. And the last home run that Mark Leonard hit had been halfway up the batter's eye in straightaway center. McMeans, base of the wall.
This is what I hope Nathan does all spring, just hit line drives.
Gonna have to hit a home run here. The swing's dwindling, and that'll do it. So Mark Leonard will head to the finals. He will take on Brett Roberts. Brett Roberts for Team Purple, Mark Leonard for Team Gold, a pitcher versus a position player.
Facing off in the final round will be Brett Roberts and Mark Leonard.
Well, for the sake of the whole club, we better hope Brett Roberts wins this.
Oh, they're doing rock, paper, scissors
Yeah, they
to
are.
see who decides to go first.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to want to go second in this situation so you know the number to beat. You would think.
Yeah. The little cameraman following him around, that's Brock Myers. That's our social media video guy. Brock was missing out on swinging today because of contact tracing, and he's got to go through protocol to get back out there. But he's taking advantage of his opportunity to get some good content.
Look at him right there following Brett Roberts.
Yep.
Man, Brock Myers is hoping maybe see him hit some home runs. The Little League star hit a ton of home runs in the Little League World Series.
That's right. He's of Little League fame. I've been told that. I'd forgotten that.
And the Goodlettsville team. Brett Roberts goes opposite field and goes yard. Home run, Brett Roberts. And he's got a second. So this is 2 minutes here in the finals, but there is a 30-second timeout.
You know, just to cut the phone calls down that I might get from summer league guys that are out there watching this. Brett's already placed. He's headed to Coach Mike Roberts at Katuitt in the
he's
cave.
going to be at Kettleer?
Yep. And so, just, you know, if you happen to stumble on this link and watching him hit, he'll be in the Cape. So.
Well, that's great. I mean, you know, Mike Roberts and Katuitt. It'll definitely be a good opportunity for him next summer.
Absolutely.
Brett Roberts hit 8 home runs in the previous round. He's got 5 right there. And a timeout taken, 30-second timeout, 5 home runs for Brett Roberts. It's good sportsmanship. You see Mark Leonard. That's what you see in the home run derby, Major League Baseball home run derby so many times. Was that Daniel Holley right there?
Oh, yeah. Well,
what do you think he told him?
Well, they're wanting to win. So he's a purple teammate. We start our purple and gold series this next week, and we're playing for blood.
You got to be.
I mean, literally. The losing team is going to donate blood to the blood bank here locally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what a great thing.
You know.
That's awesome.
I mean, I through the years I've seen banana splits, a lot of steak and tube steak, but this will be the first time for blood in my experience. And I checked to see if anybody was squeamish or, you know. Everybody seemed to be good with it, but we might find out as somebody on the losing team. We'll see.
That is 7 home runs for Brett Roberts. After the timeout, he ends up parking 2 over the fence.
So how many totals he got on the day?
He should have between the 8-7, that's 15-5, and then the swing-off home runs, 23. How about that?
I hope we get all those balls back.
Man, that's cool that you're doing that, and when you were for blood, literally. So if you are squeamish, you better not lose that purple gold series.
No, exactly.
All right, so Mark Leonard, the number to beat is 7 for the pitcher. Team Purple will have the home run combined in the bag. A big reason why, the amount that Brett Roberts hit. So it's literally up to this point all about the individual effort. And Mark Leonard's going to have to get going pretty soon. Stuck on 0. It's got to be as many swings in a row or over a time period that he's had in quite a while.
Yeah, Mitchell's got a little too much tilt out there. He's getting outs.
With regularity. I don't know. Is Mark Leonard going to do it? He needs 7. He does not have one yet. Opposite field.
I think that might. Yep.
And he's on the board with 1. I think we're going to see the 30-second timeout. If we take a look at Mark Leonard, he looks pretty gassed right now. Went down to a crouch. Gets some water, Gatorade. Cody Littlejohn being a good teammate.
What do you think about the ballpark? How do you think it looks today?
I think it looks gorgeous.
This is an interesting time of the year for
Is that a drone up there?
Ballparks.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah, that's Brock Myers.
Was,
yeah, I told you he was our social media video guru. Yeah, coaches around the country. This is, everybody's. It's different in different parts of the country, but most of us are in that time of the year where we're overseeding with rye, and so it's different shades of green for a while. But we did do a ton of work on the field. That was one of the blessings of being shut down last year is actually it kind of freed up some resources to put onto the playing surface, and it was really needed. And I think most folks that follow Tech, the first thing they'll probably notice is dirt baselines.
Yes.
And
he's got 3 home runs, Mark Leonard. It feels good to see the ballpark, to be here for an event, as it's 4 home runs now for Mark Leonard. I know our production crew here, the last game or any sport was that Tennessee Tech baseball game against Lipscomb 8 months ago. This is the first thing that we have broadcasted since then.
Wow. Well, that one was a humdinger. What was that one? A
17-14 final, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, they kicked a field goal. Yeah, at the end. I remember it. It was a heck of a kick.
17, heck of a kick. Well, Mark Leonard does not get to the number needed of 7. That means your home run derby champion. There he is, Brett Roberts. What a showing by him, Coach.
Yep, not a surprise. I think it would have been really fun to see him and Henchman face off against each other. But, we get to see it every day. And those two guys, they really got some pop in their bat. And, but this was a lot of fun for everybody. I think probably the pitchers had the most fun because they just don't ever get to do anything like this. And, to see those guys, Holley and Parham and Leonard especially, do as well as they did, that will give them something to talk about for quite a while.
For a while.
And maybe like for 2-3 decades. There's no telling, the 10-year reunion, it will have been 10 home runs and one was 420. And by the 20-year reunion, it'll go up to probably 15 and on,
Yeah, I think by then they won't even remember who actually won the home run derby. It was anyone that was a pitcher, probably won it. But your champion, there he is, Brett Roberts, getting the picture right now. Team Purple wins as well. The 3rd annual home run derby, and of course, largest fundraising event for Tennessee Tech baseball. We want to thank everybody out there who took the time to donate to the program. It makes such an impact. And of course, everyone gives the thanks here from Tennessee Tech baseball. I mean, Coach, obviously the home run derby, great, but the fundraising event, that's what it's really all about today.
Well, it is, and I want to thank you and all the crew up here for taking a few hours out of a Sunday and even the days that you had to use to set up. We appreciate it. These have been really, really strange times everywhere, and not a lot of, sometimes not a lot of fun. This has been one of those fun days, and we want to thank you all for making it possible.
Absolutely, and we thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. Special thanks go out to all the student workers helping make this production possible, and then directing with Jordan Ratty, Brian Kazaks, all the graphic work, and everything they did to make this event possible. For Tennessee Tech head baseball coach Steve Smith, I'm Dylan Vazano saying thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This has been the 2020 Tennessee Tech Baseball Home Run Derby.